Hello, hello, my friends. It's probably Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. I have finished a journal and I'm going to do a flip through. This thing is huge. The spine is over 3 inches. It's like 3¼ inches. It has 5 signatures, 116 pages. Yep, it's a little bigger than normal, but let's take a look. I'm going to do this part last. I'm going to do that button and string closure last. So let's have a look inside. All right, so our inner cover here has a tie. And then we have a little flippy flap. So the tag opens. And then there's a little writing card here. Then it opens this way as well. The envelope with the little writing paper inside there. And then we have a notebook. There's not many pages in here, but I figure the owner of this journal can just open this up, punch more holes, put more paper in if you want, put whatever you want in there, really. Punch the holes in, and you're good to go. Little writing card back here and a pocket. So that's kind of fun. All right. We have our first page. So the reason I do these flip throughs is because I sell these on Etsy. And of course, if you are looking to buy a journal, you kind of want to see what's inside. And there's a lot, too much to put pictures on Etsy of. So I do these flip throughs so people can look. And plus, so other people can get ideas if they're building their own journal. So this opens up. There's a little daily agenda in there. You can put more stuff in there, of course. This is stuck to the page, so you can use that for writing space. And this paper, you probably noticed it looks kind of rusty. This is matte photo paper and Distress Oxides. And I have a tutorial on that. And I may do another one because I want to kind of branch out and do some other colors too. And oh, I love it. It's so much fun. It's so relaxing. And I can just spend hours just dyeing the paper. It's beautiful. All right, so then we have the coffee dyed paper, a little flip here with a tag inside, and then a tiny tag here. More of the oxide paper. I just look at that. Let's look at that. I mean, look how cool that is. Just so fun. More writing pages and some fabric here that I've stitched to the edge of the page. Then we have a large tag here. And this is one of those gate folds with the little lock. So this is the lock, slides in there. So it's just a little kind of an identification card that I made. And then this opens up. It has a couple of pockets with little tags inside. And then there's some notebook paper here in the middle. We can just close that back up and pop that in there. This is actual vintage ledger paper, and I got this in a Happy Mail. Thank you so much. You know who you are. It's from 1936, or 1935. This particular page doesn't have a date on it, but the pages that were with it said that, Then I put some vintage looking tape on there as well. And some more writing paper. And I have a digital with these huge words. You're going to see huge words and big numbers in here. And I have a digital that has all of those on it. If you're interested, I'll put the link for that below as well. This is just a little sack that I've put in there with just a strip of fabric. Has some little writing cards, bit of a receipt. I thought that kind of added some extra interest. Just a receipt from the grocery store. We have a little tag here. There's another one of the big numbers I was talking about. Another one of the words. Coffee dyed paper. Lots of writing space in here. Oh, this is fun. So, of course, a little piece of writing paper here. This piece was the leftovers from a die. I was die cutting the alphabet, And this is the scrap that you would normally throw away, and I just thought I'd use it. Let's get a closer look. So I just put book page behind it. So that turned out kind of fun. And then this little photo, I turned into a pocket. So there's a negative in here. I was thinking about, gluing the negative down somewhere, but then I thought it was kind of fun to be able to pull it out and look at it, We have some grid paper here. And some book page. More writing space. Okay, I think I might have showed this on another video, but let's take a look. So, little writing card here that is holding this closed. So that will open up, and then of course we have more stuff in the tag, in the pocket. Some writing paper back here. And this is another die that I have that is actually pretty affordable. It's not a Tim Holtz one, it's a different brand, but there's several different, there's circles, there's squares, that look like notebook edges. Really affordable. I'll put it down below because it's been a lot of fun to use that. I really like the look of this journal and how it turned out, kind of grungy, rusty, but we also have some white scattered here and there, so it makes it kind of fun. Some more of the oxide paper I was telling you about. So that's just hinged there on the edge, this tag. I have a little corner pocket here with a postcard inside. This is a paper bag, and so it opens up, has some writing paper in there. More of the oxide paper. Oh, look at that. Come on, guys. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I just love it. More writing paper. Holy shit. Mushroom. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Something just hit the window. Oh, I think it's the sprinkler. That scared me. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I might have to go back and edit that. I think I swore. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, I have a couple of little corner tucks. I just made a big pocket out of it. It has a giant tag in there. It's a really cool looking tag. The butterflies I got on Amazon. They come in a huge pack, and there's different sizes. I'll put that below. Put a link for that below. They're kind of plasticky, but they glue down with the Fabri-Tac just fine. I think I've even used Elmer's on them before, and they glue down just fine. Oh, and this is it's a gauze table runner. No, not gauze. What was it called? Cheesecloth table runner. And I'll put a link for that below. It's like 120 inches long, and I don't know how wide it is, but it's like you scrunch it up in the middle of the table, but you put it, rip it into strips, and then when you tie it, you just kind of pull it and kind of fray it out like that, and it looks so cool. And they have all these different colors, and sometimes you can get them for just $6 if you watch. They put some of the colors on sale, but I really love it. I really love the look of it. Sorry, got off on a tangent there. Love, love, love this paper. Okay, this one's fun. Okay, so I moved it before I should have. So it has a little brad there that's holding that, and then all you have to do is just turn it, and then this is a gatefold, so I just put a big pocket in there, and there's a smaller one here on the side, one of those faux envelope pockets. So that one's kind of fun. And then this number, I just left that edge free so I could tuck that under there, and it keeps it all closed. Here's the other side of this sack, paper bag. This is a pocket. I didn't put anything in it. So I get to a certain point when I'm doing these journals where, let me hold my space, where if I put it on the table and it's laying level, So it's level right now. It's not a crocodile smile. It's not, you know, going angled down. It's like perfectly level. Then I stop decorating because I don't want it to turn into an alligator mouth or what, crocodile, whatever. You know what I mean? So there is a couple pockets in here I haven't put anything in, and that is why. So that is a pocket. More writing paper. Then we have a hidden paper clip, and I have a tutorial on how to make these. I just have that slid on, and I love that it pokes off the edge of the page and has that little, what is it called? The grommet, the eyelet, yeah, the eyelet. And then I just put a little charm on it. I just love how it pokes off the edge of the page. Okay, and then this is a envelope belly band that I altered. I had to cut it down a little bit. Cute little tag. And, you know, of course, it's an envelope, so you can put things in there. And then it's a huge belly band. So I have a giant tag. Look at that tag. Look at that paper, guys. I definitely need to do another video. I could just play with that all day. You can make the prettiest papers. Fun page. Okay, and here we go. Some more fabric on the edge. I did a video on this one. Oh my gosh. That sprinkler keeps hitting the window and scaring me. Okay. Yeah, so it just has a couple little cards in here. The bingo card. All of that stuff just tucks in there just fine. And that's another one of the words from my digital. Okay, and then this little guy. Super cute. He's adorable, but he looks very grumpy. Grumpy little guy. So yeah, that's just has a writing card that flips up there. And this is just holding that closed. And we have some sheet music. And I've clipped this in the side with just one of these little clips. It's a tag notebook. So there's a tag on the front. And then little pocket inside. And then it's just like a mini notebook. And since it's so big, I just clipped it right on the edge of the page. So you can move it wherever you want. Oh, look at this paper. Look how cool. Love it. And then I've just put a fabric ruffle here on the edge of the page. More writing space. Here's another pocket. It doesn't have anything in it, like I mentioned before. Oh, this is cool too. This is a long, skinny tag. And then we just have a couple of things clipped here with a paper clip. And here we are at the back. So I was really surprised when I opened my paper dolls package and found that they had my car in there. I don't know how they got a picture of it. I'm kidding, of course. But do you think that this is the first Suburban or something? The first SUV? I think so. So this has a little notebook. So there's two pockets, of course. And this beautiful tag. Now if I can get it back in there. Super pretty. All right, now let's go back to the front. And did I show you the spine? I put this bit of fabric across it just to add some extra interest. And it also has the same fabric here. So let's open this up. Of course, we have an eyelet here with some of that cheesecloth. And then it just has fabric hinges, and I have a tutorial on how to make these pocket button and string closure pocket things. I will put a link. This is going to have a lot of links on it, but I guess you're here for ideas, right? Okay, so we have a tiny card with a bird, a larger card, and then we have a flip up note card here that is also a pocket. So there's a little tag, tiny tag back there. It's itty bitty little guy. And then we have a couple of little tickets down here in this pocket. I don't think you can see the bottom. So that is that. So I will get the pictures of it and put it on my Etsy, and I'll put a link for the Etsy listing in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the comments, guys. Bye-bye.